Kilkins outside the London Stadium, West Ham fan TV, which we were beaten by the better team, I think.
Yeah, I agree. They had a good set-up. We know their players ain't the greatest. I think Boja was a handful today. And yeah, you know what? Full respect to Southampton. They set up well today. But we were awful. And we have been for the last 9 games now. The last 9 games since Wolves. And you know what? It's all that bollocks about. So from the Wolves game, what wound me up was I said, okay, that was an awful performance. Wolves was very poor. And yet, I said, look, we can't be playing like this against City, but when we lost, I said we've got to show a bit of confidence after that Wolves game. And everyone on Twitter was saying, don't mind, we're fourth, it's all right, we're going to be okay. Thing is though, when you start playing bad performances, it doesn't matter what position you're in, you can continue. If you continue to put those performances, you're going to drop. It doesn't matter where you are, because eventually, if you keep doing these performances, you're going to drop. We're dropping. I haven't even looked at the table now for weeks, so I actually don't know where we are. Don't care, because Spurs and Arsenal on the up. That's basically top 6 guaranteed for them. Unless we have a miracle signing in January, I can't see anything happening. Defensively, we are shambles at the moment. I wouldn't think I'd ever say this because I'm not Cresswell's biggest fan, but we do need him back. He offers, better crossing, better set piece deliveries, a bit more composure on the ball, and better defensively. But Dawson and Diop, you know what? Masuaku, I don't think was at fault for any of the goals today. Dawson and Diop are dumb and dumber, both of them together. Diop, you can get away with playing alongside Zuma or Ogbonna because they're a senior player, they're experienced, and they're a good centre half. But when you got them both together, it's not good enough. You know what? Dawson's been alright recently. To be fair, I think he's done quite well. So I'm not going to give him too much stick because we know what Dawson is. He's a squad centre half. But the calls for Diop to be 60 million centre half. And reverting back to that quote that Jose Mourinho said 3 years ago that he's an absolute beast. 3 years ago that one manager said, he's like the bollocks, mate. I think he's such an overrated centre half. And how many times, year after year after year, are we going to say this is Diop's season? This is the season Diop pushed on. His best season was his first season. Since then, he's not gotten any better. He's getting older now. He's 24. So when is he actually going to be the player that we all say he's going to be? A £50 million thingy. I got slated a season and a half ago for saying, you know what, if Spurs are interested in him for 40, 50 million, he can fuck off. I don't care if they're a rival. He's not going to do that well for Spurs because we know that he's not good enough anyway. And everyone was saying, are you kidding me? Diop next season is going to have a great season. Oh, he's going to be 23 next season or 24, whatever. He's become a monster centre half that Jose Mourinho said he's going to be £60 million worth. Mate, he ain't good enough. And we are in big trouble. Watford, we've got Watford now. I tell you what, Jesus Christ, they're a decent side going forward. Defensively they're a bit of a shambles. So maybe we can nick a few goals against them. No confidence. So
are we. We're shambles.
Yeah.
At the back.
But they're good going forward at the moment. We're not. We've got no invention. Bowen's carrying the attack at the moment. All of them. Thought Vlasic wasn't too bad today. Thought he was a bit unlucky to be subbed off. But yet again, not good enough. Ben Rama, absolutely shocking. I know he got the goal. But he was really poor today, I thought. Handful nails, sloppy passes, trying to get the through balls, weren't coming off. We need to, I remember my first ever fan cam, I said we need wingers. It was the first ever one. And we actually do. We still need wingers. I look at those players, all number 10 sitting midfielders. We need a real striker, a real proper number 9, a quality with a quality touch, like a proper Arnautovic, like that kind of striker that has it all. And wingers, mate. The wingers ain't quick enough. I think Bowen is alright, but Benrahma's not quick enough. Like today, when Fornell's drifted off to the wing, he comes towards the ball and he doesn't make any forward runs because he knows that he's not quick enough to get behind. So that's instantly a chance they're broken down. So you know what? It's just and the setup. You know what? The setup today was wrong, and it's been that for the last 10 games. Moyes' tactics worked at the start of the season. I feel like we're getting found out. A bit like how Bielsa is this season as well. We played a certain way, it's not working. We're trying to, take all these one-touch passes, turn, play it to the wing, cross it in. It's not working. We keep crossing it into Vlasic's, the Bowens and that. It's not working. Like we keep crossing, and there's no clever movement either. There's no back post or front post runs like you see. We need to stop the fucking shitty wing play and start playing in the middle a bit more. Mix up the play, a bit more invention. But defensively is the main problem. I don't think Souček is good enough at the moment either. Going forward, his passing is not good enough. He can't control the ball and drive forward. He's not scoring goals, and when he's not scoring goals or providing assists, he's doing basically fuck all. He's doing what an average centre midfielder should do, which is putting the occasional tackle. But if we want to be serious and be a top half table every year, a top 6 and top 4, and actually challenge that, Rice needs a better midfield partner than Souček, I'm afraid.
All right, brilliant. Thank you, Mitch. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Okay, mate.